Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
Today we're checking out Raw and Right.
Not roar.
I know, it's Raw and Right. Because it's an Egyptian god.
Yes, exactly. So, for those of you who know what Raw is, this is Raw and Right from 25th Century Games. This is a game by Reiner Knizia.
Yeah, based on the original Raw game. So now they have a Kickstarter going on. You can back it with the really amazing quality production that Chad has for Raw, the deluxe and everything. And there's even expansion for it on there. And this awesome rolling right.
We don't have the expansion. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That said, this game plays 2 to 5 players and has a box play time of 20 minutes. So thanks to Chad for providing us this prototype copy of Raw and Right. So if things look a little bit different, that might be because things might have changed. However, this looks fantastic. It looks like this is the final.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Everything.
It's very pretty.
But Chad didn't give it to us in exchange for this video. He gave it to us because he knows we like to play all the games. And you know what Jelfie is going to say about the Kickstarter, right?
Rawr.
No, not rawr. Jelfie always says, don't wait. It'll be too late.
And she provided that Kickstarter link.
And provided a Kickstarter link just for people to go ahead and back this game. It's already funded, I'm fairly sure. It's at like $340,000.
Yeah, there's like 9 days left.
9 days to go.
And
so
he's already doing very well on his Kickstarter, and we just want him to do better.
That's right. 5,000 backers. So be
great.
sure to jump right on it. Hey, let's go ahead and take a look at this while I teach you all the rules.
Do it.
That's right. So, this game is going to be played over 3 rounds known as kingdoms, just like the base game. You have the old kingdom, the middle kingdom, and the new kingdom. So 3 different rounds of scoring. As soon as the 3rd raw card is revealed in a round, then that kingdom is going to end immediately, even if you're in the midst of drawing for the next round of play. So, or the next turn, I should say, the next drafting turn. We're going to score that round and then continue from where we left off. Let's say we had drawn 2 cards and then the 3rd card was a raw card. We would then hold. We're not going to do anything else until we're done scoring. Then we will replace that 3rd card and then draft as we were doing. So, everybody needs 1 score sheet and a pencil or a pen or whatever implement you desire. Shuffle up all the cards into a single deck and choose a starting player at random. You want to go first?
Yep.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take turns being the active player. It will not be these cards, but I will turn up these 3. Wow, that's all 3 the same type of card. What's going to happen is Steph is going to choose one of these cards. Since she is the active player, she will actually have the deck close to her so that everyone remembers she is the active player. You're going to pass the deck around. So Steph decides to take maybe the 20. I will take the 19. Well, I won't take the 19. I can use either of these cards. Everyone else at the table can also use these cards. So I could use the 19. James could use the 19. Susan can use the 19 or the 4, whichever one that we want to use. We won't physically take the card, but with 2 players, it becomes really easy to just actively take the card, but you do not actually take the card from the middle of the table unless you're the active player. I don't have access to this 20. So we're going to keep going around like that until 3 raw cards are revealed. We score that kingdom. 3 more raw cards are scored. We score the middle kingdom. 3 more raw cards come up. We do the new kingdom, and that's the end of the game. The only difference is, what do each of these cards do, and how do you trigger all of the cool bonuses? Let's talk a little bit about that. The rules are not really long for this. That's all there is.
That's a Knizia game for you. He likes really short rule books.
There you go. And I'm going to have you shuffle these in a second. So There are 5 sections: gods, pharaohs, Nile, civilization, and monuments. And they work quite similarly to how they work in Ra. Not exactly the same, but similarly. This, everyone knows, is a Ra card. Every time you draw a Ra card, you're just going to put it to the side.
No, we have to chant rah, rah,
Oh,
rah.
Ra, Ra, Ra. Yeah, so yeah, Steph had mentioned that she just chants raw whenever someone's pushing their luck in any game and you want the round to end.
Yes,
As you do. So you would also do that in raw and right
absolutely.
because you're just going to put this to the side and then draw a new one to replace it, unless it's number 3, and then you know what happens, right? So the God cards, these are numbered 1 to 20. If you draft this card, write this card's number in any empty space on the row, and you can fill them up in any order. Now, this might be a little counterintuitive to people because remember, when we're done with this kingdom, we're scoring this old kingdom area. But if you wanted to, let's say that Steph already had big numbers up here, maybe I want to put my numbers my number 8 out a little farther into the middle or new kingdom. I could do that if I wanted to. Unlike a lot of games which restrict you to filling in things only in the current kingdom, that is not true for these God cards. So, when a kingdom is scored, you're going to add up those entries in the 3 God spaces for that current kingdom. And the result, you're going to put the result in the total box. Then we're going to all compare what our God totals are. If you have the most or you are tied for the most, then you are going to score 5 points. If you are playing a 3 or more player game, not a 2-player game, then you will get a -5 if you have the least points in that current kingdom. If everyone gets the same amount, nobody gets points, nobody loses points. You're going to put that point total for either the old kingdom, middle kingdom, new kingdom, depending on which kingdom you are scoring. Once you have finished all 3 boxes in a kingdom, it doesn't matter which kingdom you are in right now, but when you have put numbers in all 3 of these boxes, you will get to mark one pharaoh. One pharaoh um, on this line. So let's talk a little bit about those pharaohs. Whenever doing pharaohs, you always fill in from left to right. Notice the little arrow here that lets you know. And all you're going to do is you're going to be putting a check mark or an X. It doesn't really matter which. But if you draft one of these pharaoh cards, they all look the same. You are going to just make a mark in the pharaoh box. There are 17 pharaoh cards. There's no number on them, and like I say, they all look the same. For the gift sub, Shano.
Thank you,
You are
Shannon.
awesome. So, whenever making a bonus entry, you're still going to fill the leftmost space every time you cross over one of these Nile marks. You are going to fill in a number of your choice on the Nile. And you can use any number from 1 to 20 on this Nile spot. I'll talk to you a little bit about that in a second. Whenever we're scoring kingdoms, we're going to count the number of filled in spaces in the pharaohs section. If you have the most pharaohs, this works the same as the gods rule, except every pharaoh space is just worth one tick is worth 1 point or one count of pharaohs. Whoever has the most pharaohs is going to get 5 points. Least in a 3 or more player game, -5 points. If everybody has the same amount, 0 points to everyone. And you're going to mark that value here. Let's talk a little bit about the Nile. These cards, you've already seen some of these cards in our first example. There are 20 of them numbered from 1 to 20. You can fill these in any order you choose. You've got uh, your smallest numbers want to be down here. Your largest numbers want to be up here because from left to right, the numbers must increase as you go across. After you fill in 3 in a little contiguous box there, you're going to get a free civilization. Talk a little bit more about that in a second. Whenever scoring kingdoms, you are going to count up every filled space that you've got on the Nile and put that number over here. So if I've got 7 Nile spaces filled, I'm going to put a 7 over here in whatever kingdom I am scoring. Talk a little bit about the civilization cards. These work really similarly to how they work in Raw. Um, except you get to fill in any of these spaces on the civilization. Remember, in Raw, you'd have to get a civilization for the current kingdom, or you would not be able to get any points for that kingdom. Well, here's the cool thing. Let's say you already have one of these, one of this type of civilization. You can see that one is this one here on the chart. You could, instead, if you've already filled in the one for the old kingdom, you could fill in one for the middle kingdom or new kingdom if you wanted to.
You can fill them in anywhere.
You can
on
fill
that
them
line.
in any order. You don't have to go from top to bottom.
Yeah.
If you've already passed the old kingdom, you can just put them down lower down. If you're in the new kingdom, you could put them above. There's not a good reason to do so, except by if you wanted to score this monuments bonus. Hey, what is that bonus? If you get, you notice that there are 5 different civilization cards. If you get 3 of them in a line, you get a free monument of your choice, which you will just mark down here. So, whenever scoring, you're going to look at the current kingdom. And if you have none, you're going to lose 5 points. If you have 1 or 2, 0 points. 3, 4, or 5 will score 5, 10, and 15, respectively. Finally, let's talk about those monuments. Monuments work very similarly to how they work in Raw. If you get this number 5, you must fill this in from top to bottom. You are going to fill in the number 5. You notice that this is monument number 5 right here. You're going to just mark the box right here. And it's good that you fill in from top to bottom on this because you're really wanting to get one of each of these monuments, because when you do, you're going to get one of anything. And I mean anything of your choice. Obviously, you still have to follow all of the rules for filling in spaces, but you get anything on those spaces that you want. If you can manage to fill in one of each, not only do you get that, you're going to get 10 bonus points at the end of the game. If you can manage to get 3 monuments of the type, that's going to be worth 10 points at the end of the game as well. Every time the kingdoms score, you're going to count how many unique types of monuments you have. The most you can have is 8, obviously. So you're going to put a number from 0 to 8 on the particular kingdom. So, what other ways can you get bonuses? Well, I already mentioned one of each monument is 10 points. Each of these monuments, 3 types, worth 10 points. If you manage to fill in all of the God spaces, that's going to be worth 10 points. All of the Pharaoh spaces, 10 points. All of the Nile spaces, also 10 points. Civilization doesn't have that, but there are lots of ways to get those monument bonuses, so you might want to go back and pick those up along the way, because those monument bonuses can be big. And that is your score sheet. So the game is gonna be interrupted as soon as that 3rd, 6th, and 9th raw card is revealed. Um, we're gonna score each section for the score sheet of that current kingdom, whether it's old, middle, or new. Once the new is done, the game will end when all 3 of those kingdoms are scored. And highest points wins. And that is all the rules for raw and right.
Yeah. Nice. Fun. It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah, this is super fun.
Shano, say hi to Pat and Stella for us. That's awesome. Thank you for that gift sub again.
Pat and Stella, fantastic.
Really appreciate that. Last time we went to the end of the deck because we had
Because the last draw card was at the bottom.
card.
So you are active player. I'm going to put this
It's
next
fine.
to you.
We'll just remember whoever is active will take the card.
Yeah, but then it's still hard to remember. So
It's not that hard, but sure.
hard for me. All right, you have a 6 Nile, a Pharaoh, and a 2 Monument.
I'll take the 2 Monument.
2 Monument coming to you.
Yep.
6 is a little high for me to know exactly where to put it. I'm just going to Pharaoh up.
Okay.
So we're going to put these off to the side, and it is now my go as the active player. You're going to deal out a number equal to what is it? It's going to be 3. It's always 3. Yeah, it's always 3. 2 civilizations and a 16. Well, I have no interest in really stopping you, but considering 2 civs are out, I should probably get at least one of them. So, okay, fine.
I'll take the other one.
Yeah, figured you might. And you. I should deal these one at a time. A 1 monument, a 9 god, and a pharaoh.
Take the 1 monument.
Ooh, going heavy monuments.
Sure, why not?
All right, 9 god. I did not mention if there is a tie on gods, then no, what is it? No, tie at the end of the game. I believe it's whoever has the highest single number on the gods row gets it. All right, that was you just as me. That's a 1 monument. It's a 7 Nile. It's a 10 Nile. Ouch. I know you want that 1 monument. I got to start claiming them.
I'll take a 10 and put it somewhere in the middle here.
Yep, a 10 is a smart play. A 2 monument.
I'll take the 3.
And a 3 monument.
Or do I take the dude?
Dude.
I'll take the 3.
Taking the 3, I'll take the 2 because I only have the 1, now 2. How about a 7 monument, a 9 Nile, and a pharaoh? Got to take the 7.
I'll take a 9.
So sorry, Steph. Yeah, 9 is good for you on Nile right now.
Well, yeah. Give me an 8.
How about a 2? And a rock. And a pharaoh. And a 5.
Take a 5.
Well, with this to choose from.
2's not bad. You can put that in the first position. But
1 has not been taken. Though in the first position, it's not the end of the world. You have not taken pharaohs yet. And this does give me a point anyway, so I will go ahead and put that 2 in first position. It's me. A 4 monument. Second raw.
no.
16 god. An 8 monument.
I'll take
oh,
one of those monuments.
goodness.
Thank you. One of those would be great. Thanks.
You don't care which one you get either.
I don't. You're right.
Give me number 8.
I'll take 4.
Mm-hmm. 14. We're getting close to the third raw. 1. 7.
I'll take 7.
Yep. I can't take the 1, so that leaves 14 God for me. I will put it in my second spreading them out because I probably have first God score already. Steph's rah, rah, rah. Pharaoh. 17. 7.
Huh.
Well, you will definitely take a god if I go
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
Yeah. She's gonna leave me that
But
17.
which one?
Why would I not take a 17?
That's a risky one. However, you would tie me on the Pharaohs too.
Hmm.
Fine, I'll take the 17 and put it way over here. It'll god me up for the rest of the game, I think.
I'm gonna do 7.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, if I get one more, I can beat your 9.
You can. Star Civ, Plant Civ, 14 on the water.
I'll take the star.
Taking the star, I will take the plant and place it in the next column.
Really?
Yes.
I'm hopeful.
2, 11, 6. Sorry, Steph.
No.
No.
I'll do 11.
Yeah, that's a good one for you.
It's not bad. It's not really what I want, but it's fine. What's that?
It's eagle with a halo
Okay.
or whatever that is.
15.
15 God, 13 water.
Thing.
Oh no.
My God.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take this guy.
Taking this guy.
I get a monument.
Because you have the third one. Well, you already got 7 unique. That's not bad.
I thought so.
It's a good thing.
I know. I'm going for it.
Yeah, you are.
Should use it to, go deeper into a column, but
I might have, if I'd put the 2 here, I could have put another 2 equal to whenever taking the Nile, but that's probably fine.
the one's gone now, so you don't have to worry about
It's
it.
finally gone, yes, but I have to wonder where to put the 13.
That's the question.
Because 15, I'm probably good. I'm not necessarily good.
Not necessarily good.
I hate to fill in the 15 here and it end up being wasted.
Yeah.
But you know what? It takes a heck of a god card for you to knock that out now. And since I am first, I'll at least get first dibs at it. A 13 and 7's 20 is not enough. I am actually gonna take.
Not what I wanted to see.
I will take this
I'll take the other one.
and place it in the last kingdom.
Okay. Just to make sure you don't get any negative fives.
That's exactly why. Pharaoh. Wow, we are going deep into this deck for that third raw. Pharaoh, plant, Pharaoh. Taking the plant, that gives you your fourth. That's 10 points. That's really good.
I thought it was not bad.
All right, I'm going to solidify my Pharaohness.
Pharaoh, who needs them?
Well,
Wow.
plant, 6.
6 raw.
There it is. We stop here. I have the gods for 5. I have the pharaohs for 5. In a 3-player game, she would be entering -5, but instead she's doing a 0. 1 in the Nile, that's not great. 0 in the Civs, that's okay. And 5 in the monuments. You get 7 hot monument
I was
points.
hoping for 8.
And no worse than 8. Then it's no worse than 7 in your next 2.
I know, that's why I was going deep.
Fantastic. All right, starting in the middle, we continue.
Hmm.
Oh, I know you want that 12.
I like lots of these, actually.
Actually. I think I will take plant.
No, I wanted it.
What?
I'll take the 12.
I figured you would.
If you had taken the 13, you probably would have taken the 12.
Yes, probably would have. And put these raws off to the side. Pharaoh, star, 4.
Star.
Well, that's interesting. I do need 4.
All day long, I help you out.
All day long.
All day long.
Here comes some raws. 4. Civ.
Scarab.
2.
Wow.
Guess what? Scarab.
I wanted that.
I figured. That gets me a monument. I should probably do it in this season, not the next season. But man, it could end quick at any time. So I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna go the safe route.
I put them all at the bottom, didn't you know?
I see that now.
Oh.
That's an 18 Nile, a 1 monument, and a pharaoh. There's not a lot of good to choose from for you. It's not bad.
I'll choose the 1 monument.
Figured you would. If I take a pharaoh, I can take a Nile for free.
You can write it too.
Or I could take an 18 anyway. And almost still get it anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to 18 it up here. That's a 6 and a 3 water, a 12 God. You would be ahead on gods this time. I will take the 3 water. Yeah. I have a convenient place for it. There you go. There's your God hit.
We'll see.
Raw 1.
Raw.
11 God. Scarab. 10 God.
Scarab.
Looks like I get a God no matter what.
I get monument, which is going to be my final monument over here. I get a free anything.
Yes, you do immediately.
I can put a 20 here.
The answer is yes. I'm fairly yes. When adding a bonus, use number 20. So you would have 36. However, I've got 25. So I don't need a lot to beat it.
I'm going to put a 12 here.
Interesting.
That
That gives you a sieve.
which will be
Your 4th one?
this one.
No, your first next kingdom.
I need another monument for sure, so we'll see.
You got Scarab on that.
I did.
1 God.
One.
Ankh. Pharaoh. No. Ankh.
Well,
Where do we put it though? Next or this? Next.
I might as well fill in this because then I can at least get.
Oh, I didn't get my bonus monument. I should probably do that.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
You do your 1 or your Pharaoh?
I
You
did
a
my
Pharaoh.
1, which ended up being a pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
No. Yes.
Scarab. 3.
Taking the scarab.
Taking the 3. Get anything I want. That's the way I need it. Oh boy, what do I want? Oh, you just tied me up, didn't you?
I took the one and got me a pharaoh.
Yeah, I see that. But that's a tie.
No, it's not. You have 14 and an 11.
It's 25.
And
Oh,
I,
you got 15. Never mind.
it's like, I don't. It's actually 17, but sure.
12, 14, 15 is not 17.
12, 16,
Oh,
17.
math are hard.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to combo up.
Combo up.
20, check mark, 3, this. I will take. I'll go ahead and close that out. Guaranteeing a 15 points here. And then you can go ahead and write your eights because that's guaranteed. Um, yeah, you gave me that 3.
Yep. I'm a good person.
Helping me out all day long. That's an 8. That's also an 8. It's a different kind of 8. And that's raw 2.
I like
And that's a 19
I
guy.
like all of that. So can I take all 3, please?
Mm-hmm.
I will take all
Nope.
3.
With me.
I know, but all 3 for
I
me.
am going to take the 8.
Want that.
I mean, you get a sieve out of it, which might give it to you.
I'm doing that.
And that gives you your 4th for
Yeah,
this round.
I mean, it was 5 points, so. All right.
15 water.
I like it.
Pharaoh. 20 God. 20 God.
It's not. I'll take the 15. Sure.
Taking the 15 water. I guess I'm just going to take. I mean, you're not catching me on the Pharaohs.
Yes, I am. I have 1.
I can see it. Sure. Me. That's a 3. That's a 7. That's raw 3.
No. All right, so you win this battle.
I win that battle and the Pharaoh battle.
That battle.
I've got 4 waters. I've got a big 0 here, so that's locked in.
All right.
And last but not least, another Pharaoh. I don't know what's not come up as much, but I'm going to take the 3.
I'll take that one. Here. 1.
Star. Raw 1.
Oh, that is not at all what I want.
You're filled up.
Guess I'll take the 5.
5 God coming to you. I'll take the Star Civ because I could get a monument out of it. Zoop. 6 God. 5 monument. Another Civ. Not necessarily the one I'm looking for, but could get a monument out of it. Give it a try.
I'll take the 6th.
That gives you a Pharaoh. Raw 2.
No.
18 God.
Oh.
8 God.
No.
I'm going to display the cards. Give people a countdown. Pharaoh.
I'll take a Pharaoh.
You're taking a Pharaoh. That gives you a Nile. Well, if I've got this, I will take the 18 God to give me a Pharaoh.
So if I took the 18 and put it here, you'd just take the 8 and put it there. So
That's correct.
I mean, it's like I had to.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
17.
I like.
Lock 3. Ninth rod done.
Uh,
And that is the end of the game.
good.
No bonuses. Shump. Wow, I got a whopping 10 in bonus.
I needed one more of these.
Wow, listen to the sound.
Uh,
I needed one more of 2 of them. You needed one more of 2 of them.
I needed one. One more would have given me 10 points.
Same here.
Oh, jeez.
So we've got 9 here, and 15 here, and 15 here, and 15 here.
Oh, man, mistakes. You kicked my butt.
$71. You got 71. 18 and 20 is 38. And 23 is 61. And 10 is 71.
And Michael got 85.
85.
Boo. Boo earns.
JT Burma said this game needs more chanting.
Rah,
Rah, rah, rah.
True,
Exactly.
it's true. There's like there isn't the amount of chanting as there is in the other Raw.
I mean, that's why I slowed down at the end.
Raw, Raw. Well, I don't want it to show up.
But there it was anyway. So, yeah, this is if I could have said, you know what, I need to create a raw rolling right. This is what needed to have been made. These elements on here. I mean, either of these civilizations would have popped me another monument. I love all. So, rolling rights do really great when there's little combo bonuses on there. And this works exactly as how I feel Raw feels, minus the auctions.
Yeah.
So, if you take Raw minus the auctions, cards for tiles, boom, you've got Raw and right.
Yeah, I agree. Though I do like the auction part of Raw, and that's a big part of the game.
Yes.
That being said, I think what they did here is nice. I think it's simplified it in a way. So if you don't like the auction part of Raw, then this might be more accessible for
Oh,
you.
absolutely. And there's a lot of people who are hesitant, scared, intimidated by auction mechanics to the point where they'll avoid them. Oh, you and I both like auction games.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, that works just fine for us.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I totally understand where some people are intimidated by it. This is really welcoming and easy to learn, easy to play. Like I showed, it's like 4 pages of rules, and really it's only 2 if you count this as a page. Pretty simple.
I'm just saying, if I could have taken that 17 water at the end, that would have been a 16-point play for me, and I would have won.
So games where you can talk about that
Just
at the
saying.
end,
Just
fantastic. I gotta say,
Just saying.
just saying.
Should have been my game.
Be sure to check out Raw and Right from 25th Century Games. Hey, it's on Kickstarter right now. If you're watching this sometime between September 11th and September 20th, 2024, don't wait or it'll be too late.
That's right.
That's right. Jelfia knows. So, it's good to have the Jelfia bot in here. She's not a bot, she's a real person. Check out raw and right, 25th century.
Yes.
And if you enjoyed this teach and playthrough and you want to see more just like it, come join us on our YouTube channel at Board Gamer Steph. I'm a real girl, she says. Even better, you can join Jelfia and all of the rest of the All the Games crew on twitch.tv/boardgamersteph every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central, and we stream 3 games and usually a lot more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch where we play all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.